of the internet. Itchy Part 666. Oh, Goosey, thank you so much for the train. Good to see you. They were thrilled, says Colleen. Glad you're back. I got the cookbook for Esmus. Love it. Oh, thank you so much. Zach says, hi, Dylan. Good evening. Wow, long time no see. Kim, this is true. Glad seeing you live, says ATV Girl. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Andrea, for the rose. Oh, how was my day? You know what? It's really, really cold. Chrissy Boo sent me a galaxy. Did you really, Chrissy Boo? Thank you most kindly. Thank you, Joshua, for all these roses. Heavens above, are you a florist? I've used that joke too many times. It's really cold. Right now it's like 9 degrees. It's in the single digits, single and ready to mingle. Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, Joshua. So, elsewise, I made the coffee loaf today. That was pretty good. Maybe that's why I'm talking so fast. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Trish, for the tiny. Thank you, Jason, for the roads. Hello, says Crispy Poochie. I can't get over these names this evening. What is my opinion on the color purple? You don't see it very often, you know. I do like the color purple. I'll tell you a story. My favorite color was once orange. And then I painted my childhood bedroom neon orange, and I didn't sleep for weeks. Now my favorite color is British Racing Green, also known as Forest Green. Thank you, Tyler. What am I begging, says Moose and Squirrel? Well, I'm going to tell you here in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean now. Thank you, Sarah Long. If you're just joining me, welcome to my kitchen. My name's Dylan. In this kitchen, we bake things to varying degrees of success. And this evening, we're doing a little experiment, right? We're making some cookies. Thank you, Flint, for the rose. Thank you, Jessica. Hair routine now. Well, my hair was really messy for a while, if you remember looking back on my TikToks. And very recently, I just told my barber, I said, Shelby, girl, please hook me up. Take me back to my old haircut. And I think it looks better this way. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Jessica, for the confetti. Hey, Bestie, says Emily. Emily, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Loved your Valentine's Day post, by the way. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Sour. What's my favorite cookie? Anzac Bickies are pretty darn good, but you don't dare call an Anzac Bicky a cookie. Emily sent a money gun. Stop it. Who's adding Tate? It's been a while since I've seen Tate. Thank you, Fiat Punta. Thank you, Lemon. Yeah, this evening, you know what? I'm going to tell you what we're baking. When you're a professional... I can't say that with a straight face. Thank you, Jack Sam, for the money gun. Jack Sam, thank you. And 6297 for the heartbeat. Thank you, Liz, for the chili. Thank you, Jesse Lee, for the fireworks. You guys are going to make me out of breath. As a professional who has a cookbook, you don't often get to do foolish things in the kitchen. That's a lie. You've seen my TikTok. But what I'm saying is I had a dream. For the past 2 nights, I've had a dream. And I said, what happens if you just make a cookie with a whole bunch of nuts? Because I like nuts. I'm not talking just like nuts. I'm like talking like 3 to 4 cups of nuts. Like an absurd amount of nuts. And I'll be darned, I can't get that thought out of my head. Thank you, Sarah, for the Friday. Good evening, Chris. Chris Flies Plays. Hello, thank you, Chris. Good evening, good evening. Charlie says nuts. Callan's Cake. Hi says, hey. Thank you, Turkey, for the rose. Thank you, Flint, for the passion rose. Isn't that Sandy's? Yes, but that is a respectable amount of nuts. I'm talking like pinoli amount of nuts. Except I don't want to waste all of that money on pine nuts. It's not wasting, it's just on Christmas, so I can't make pinolis. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Dylan, says Shar. Good evening. Walnut, says Carla. Dylan, how's my day? It's good. Well, it's night. Funny how that works. Every day doesn't seem to be day forever, you know? After every day, there seems to be night. It's weird how that happens. Hot Tiago, I'm going to give you a hug. Nice to see you. Thank you, Pippi, for the hand hearts. Anyway, dude, you should make some Amish peanut butter. What's that? Okay. Amish peanut butter, you're not going to like regular peanut butter the same. Oh, I don't like things like that because I quite like my skippy, chunky peanut butter. Thank you, Brown. Thank you, Allison. We just bought your book. We're so stoked to start. Ow! Thank you so much. Look, you guys are doing my advertising for me. You can't be doing that. You're too nice. My good friend Jeremy is here. Good evening. Good evening, Jeremy. How are you? Long time no see. Thank you, Sarah, for the roast. Jeremy's like, whoa, you remember? Of course. Okay. I got a burp. I talk too much. Thank you for the tiny dining. Where Cadillac? Cadillac in parking lot. It's currently 9 degrees. I'm not going out there. Thank you, Simster. It's dieseling. Dieseling is where the car continues to run after you shut it off, which is the concept of a diesel vehicle. Combustion without spark. But on spark plug vehicles, you don't want that. Anyway, we're going to begin with half a cup of shortening or butter. Thank you, Kai. Now, we've got shortening here. This is Crisco. And I know what all of you are going to say. Ew, Crisco. Look, it has its purposes. I had one lady tell me she puts it on her dry feet. She puts it on her ashy feet. I said, girl, what? And she says, hey, it works. I said, you're buttering up your feet? And she says, I shouldn't have told you. I said, I'm sorry. Thank you, Turkey. Jamie says it works. Stop your mouth. Thank you, Jennifer. Do you actually try the pickle cheesecake? Yes, I do. I made the recipe. It's in the book. It doesn't have Butterfingers. Happy you popped up on my feed. Why, thank you. So happy to see you live of yours again. Thank you, Adrian, for the finger arts. Thank you, Turkey. Thank you, Melly, for the confetti. Melly confetti. Clementine. I thought that name was a banned substance. Thank you, Melly. So we're going to be using Crisco. Look, I don't want to, we're doing experiments. Crisco is fine. You can use shortening. It's all right. Margarine is kind of evil. Well, if I consider margarine evil, then this is evil too. But I mean, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. What's the term? Something to do with evil. Thank you, Meadow Plow. No, that's just Meadow. I don't know why Plow. Okay, butter is superior. Jesse Lee, yes it is. Shelly RK says, but 50 years ago, my 6-year-old self had a bestie who had to use Crisco in her hair. How many uses for Crisco are there? Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Wally. My boyfriend thinks you're cute. Thank you. Tell him he left his underwear at my house last night. I'm sorry, that was... My bad. Thank you, Michelle. No, Emily, thank you so much. Oh, Emily, that was actually really cute. What was that? Thank you, Flynn. A gazillion. Woo! Okay, anyway, we got our half a cup of buttering here. It's in a bowl. You can tell it's a bowl because it looks like that. Thank you, Tate. Oh, here we go. Tate, how are you, brother? Man. Tate, I hope you're doing well. When I think of Tate is inextricably linked to my TikTok experience, and whenever I think of the good things on TikTok, I think of him, bar none. If you guys don't follow him, you should. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Crimson. What are we moving on to now? 1/3 of a cup of sugar. That's 1/3. That's 1/3 less than 2/3. Did you know that? Thank you, Taylor. Is it just me or do eyebrows look darker? Yes, I dye my eyebrows. However, I have been growing my eyelashes, which makes my eyelids red. People are like, are you wearing mascara? I mean, eyeshadow? I said, no, but I am trying to grow my lashes. But that stuff irritates it. Latisse and all of that stuff, it irritates it. It makes your eyes red. Especially when you're pale now. But, it's the middle of winter. What can we do but be pale? Thank you, Sarah Vlogs, for the Sweetopia. What on earth is that? Are those two cats? No, that's a cat and a dog driving a car made of candy. Interesting. Colette, nice to see you, my dear. She said, Colette asks what we're making. We're making some nut cookies. Basically, I had a dream, and I said, what happens if we put an inordinate, obscene, I'm talking obscene, amount of cookie. What? An obscene amount of nuts in cookies. So that's what we're doing tonight. So we need 1/3 of a cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. This is the 1/3 cup, this is the 1/2 cup. I know my fractions. I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Thank you, Jesse Lee. You just have a Payday cookie. Payday is such a good candy bar. I did, but I want to try it. I've not done it. Amber Murphy, thank you. Thank you, Tracy Perry. Thank you, Jasmine. Pierre says, good evening. How can I send you a recipe to try? Many people have tried to send me a recipe. It's really hard. What I say is that you can DM me on Instagram or follow me on Instagram. No, you don't have to follow me. You can DM, follow me if you want. I'm thank you, Crimson, for the money gun. I've dug myself a hole now. But it's really hard to keep up with all the messages. Especially now, have you noticed how Facebook and Instagram are getting really bad with bots? TikTok too. Why is everything just garbage all of a sudden? Or am I just getting upset at life? 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Sarah Vlogs, thank you again for the money gun. Sarah Vlogs, I'm going to name this 1/3 of a cup of granulated sugar after you. Tell me, what you guys been up to today? Anything interesting? Thank you, Crimson. Has anything crazy happened to anyone today? I'm talking like, ooh, I went out to the grocery store and, I really had to go to the bathroom, but I couldn't make it, so I had to drop one in the produce section. Like, that's a really crazy story. Anything like that happened to anyone today? Thank you, Crimson. Thanks, Sarah. This is Sarah Vlogs for the rose. We got a blizzard. Oh, yeah, it's snowing here, too. It's like 9 degrees. I got broken up with. Chase! I'm sorry. You can be with me. I don't know if you're swing that way, but hey, I give everyone a chance, honey. Thank you, Crimson. Thank you, back up for the rose. My son licked at the inside of my ear. It's true. Tyrell! How are you? How you been? That is good news. Although it's probably cold for you as it is for me if you're still in Wyoming. Thank you, Tanya, for the rose. Thank you, Susan, for the it's Cohen. What are we baking today? Says chlorine. God, I love using names like that. Thank you, Susan, for the money gun. It's like chlorine, sparkles, and rainbow. Chlorine, bleach. Love that. We're making, well, before I cream, I should ask for consent first. Thank you, Crimson. Before I cream together the fats and the sugar, perhaps we should talk about nuts in case we need to... in case we need to... Thank you, sorry for the heart me. In case we need to roast our nuts. Dylan After Dark. Welcome, honey. Always brighten my day with your lines. Right, thank you kindly. Are we... Will Savage? That's enough. Thank you, D, for the tater and love. Mr. Hollis says Canadian space... Spacey? Spicy. So, I'll tell you what. We have pecans. We have walnuts. We got pecans. Do I have any open pecans? I can open these for you. I think of you highly. Thank you, Tanya. I'm just going to hear it. You're going to hear your response. I'm going to say walnuts, and you say yes or no. This is a text poll. You just say yes, walnuts, or just walnuts. And if it looks like it's like hard, then I'll do an actual poll. But walnuts, yes. Did TikTok do an automatic poll? What? That's crazy. That's really cool. TikTok now does automatic text counting. Do you see that on your screen? Thank you, Sarah Vlogs. That's, okay. Well, we've got walnuts. We're adding a bit of walnuts. Don't worry, we're a democracy. If you said no and we're still adding walnuts, you're like, oh, darn. That's how I feel when the lady doesn't give me the discount at Ridley's. Thanks so much, Jessica, for the confetti. I originally found you on YouTube. Did you really? Hold on, let's get a little baking pan. That was the... I'm not going to talk about that little jump over to the corner. All right, we're adding a bit of walnuts to this pan. Thank you, Jessica, for the confetti. Thank you, Kate, for the sunglasses. We're gonna do like 3/4 of a cup per each nut. So if you keep saying yes, we're gonna have a lot of nuts tonight. Thank you, Crimson, for the cuddle. But I mean, that's kind of what I wanted. All right, pecan. Sarah Vlogs sent an interstellar. Sarah Vlogs, what are you doing? Sarah, darling, I need to... Why am I so shiny tonight? Thank you, Lana. Have I had work done? No, I have not. Oh, I do get like Botox in my forehead, which just stops my eyebrows from moving. As you can see, it's running out. But no, I don't have like plastic surgery or anything like that. I dye my eyebrows, I grow my eyelashes, and I freeze my forehead. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, pecans. Everyone says yes. Pecans, yummy. They are. Pecans are like far better than walnuts. They really are. Thank you, Jessica, again, and Alicia. Oh, okay. Just about everyone is saying yes. Shayna says no, to be fair. Laura! Thank you, Laura. J-Kid, send a chill. I like your... Here we go. Pecans. You guys must really love nuts tonight. Pecans are better than walnuts. Yes, they are. Oh, that's a lot of nuts. All right. Thank you, Sarah Vlogs, again for the pool party. You're going crazy, Sarah. I'm about to kick you out. Thank you, Tanya. What other nuts we got? You said, Dylan, we got any more nuts? I said, yeah, we do. Look at this. Anyone know what these are? Look at this old big old bag. I got this done at the co-op. These are expensive. This is another reason why I'm doing this tonight. Thank you, Crimson. Another reason why I'm doing this tonight is because I need to use some of these nuts up before they go rancid. These are filberts. These are hazelnuts. Thank you, Sarah. These are not macadamia nuts. They are way too expensive. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tanya, for the confetti. So, hazelnuts, yes or no? You vote, you say yes, you say no. We use a bit of hazelnuts if you say yes. If you say no, we don't use hazelnuts. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Fletcher. Thank you, Colleen. Yes, yes. Most scent is yes. Sure. That's not yes, Sarah. Thank you, Amory, for the rose. Thank you, Grandma, for the heart. Okay, everyone just kind of loves nuts tonight. I mean, me too. I mean, that's why do you think I'm limp-wristed after all? Abysmals and a corn. Let's add 2 handfuls worth of hazelnut. That's a lot of nuts. Okay, we can't physically fit any more nuts into this cookie. Not these type of nuts. I have this interesting cut of coconut that I want you to think about. Look at these, they're like cubes. I think that would be fun. Doesn't mean we're done with the nut, but we're done with the nuts that need to be toasted. So get some toasted nuts out there. Don't fall asleep on the tanning bed. That's the one time I got toasted nuts anyway. In these go. All right, we're can set a timer for like 4 minutes so I don't forget. And now it's time to cream. Are you ready? Thank you, Sarah. What are we making, says Corvin Mortez. We're making some nut cookies. I'm just going to cut nutty buddies. Scared the daylights out of me. Stop making noises like that. Why is there an elephant on my face? Laura? That scared me. That was very loud. No toasted. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Goosey. Love from England. Thank you, Shmee. You're my favorite, says Gabriel Adams. Thank you. You're my favorite, Gabriel. How about we come over yonder? Also, my windows are all fogging up. Look at this. There's a lot of... That's how you know it's really cold outside. Oh, there's a lot of humidity in my house. That's how we Bermudians say humidity. Humidity. Not really, but my family at least. Frank, I'll show you Frank in a little bit. We got a cream right now, though. It's fairly important. You know, timing's everything. Thank you, Crimson. Got to turn on the extraction fan. I wish I had one, but I don't. I just kind of have one that goes into a filter. They're kind of like fake. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Sarah Long. Has it been snowing at least? Oh, yeah, it's been snowing. I actually have a signing. Fun fact, I have a signing tomorrow in Cheyenne. Any of you Wyomingites? At the Barnes & Noble in Cheyenne, Saturday, the 17th of February at 2 p.m. So hopefully I-80 won't be closed. You know what I mean? I got baking yesterday for Christmas, says Bandison. Lori, thank you for the tender in love. Thank you, Hot Maz. Thank you, Judo the King, for the air. Bro, I wish I had a friend like you. Sarah, are you saying that I'm not your friend? I mean, we're creaming right now. Sorry if you've just walked in on that. You should have knocked. Thank you, Zudo. Thank you, Irreverent. I'm making mine. I wanted mine signed. I know. I wish I could sign like every book, but my hand would get really tired, and it's already pretty tired because I'm single. Anyway, if you're just joining, I'm sorry. In this bowl is half a cup of shortening, which is the opposite of lengthening, which is what most men want because they feel insufficient. And we've got a half cup of brown sugar, and well, I'm on a roll tonight, and a third of a cup of granulated sugar. Thank you so much, Stacey. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, for the rhythmic bear. This is the bear that scares me. Why is the bear so long? Cries tears into baking. Oh, I just got it all over the counter. You didn't see that. Thank you, Amanda. You got so many jokes tonight. I know you think I'm a comedian. I'm not. The problem is I just find it funny. Thank you, Sherry. It is Feral Friday. Oh! What did you guys get up to for Valentine's Day? I'm going to tell you this. I did nothing. I had the opportunity to snuggle with some lovely kitties. Sarah, why is that one pink? Nothing. I cried. Oh. Someone said I was single and gay, so I napped, but I thought they said I snapped. I snapped on Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for the galaxy. I very much appreciate that, actually. What are you making, says Nick Tyson. Nick Tyson, we're making some plain cookies. We're making a cookie base right now, and we're doing lots of nuts tonight, as is my want and my desire. I'm having a hard time creaming. As you can see, everything's kind of separated. When you cream properly, everything should be like a paste. Well, not everything, unless you've been holding it in for a while. God, sorry. We are talking about baking this evening. I'm uncomfy, says Emily. So you should be. You should have been a long time ago, Emily. You've got some. Anyway, should I just take a... This is the problem. Like, oh. That scared the daylights out of me. All I need to do is take a sip of water and then we go back. Look, now we're fine. Now we're back to the Christian Minecraft server. Thank you, Samantha. That's just meaning our oven has come into temp. No, it does not. That means the nuts are done. I told you I wasn't being dirty. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sam, for the rose. What are we making tonight? I'm late. Shay, if you're here, you're not late. Shush! We just got some hot nuts. Yeah, probably I did not do that one on purpose. We're gonna let those nuts cool down, then we'll chop them all up. Hey, Sarah, thank you for the leopard. You make me giggle. Don't burn, I won't pancake. But we're starting to cream correctly now. This should be a contiguous. You know what's a good word? Consanguineous. Thank you, K-Rock, for the perfume. I appreciate that. Romance Choice and BG3. I don't know what that is. Is that a boy band? I've really been out of it when it comes to pop culture. Sir, are you on the fruity side? What made it obvious? I do have the face. You know, they say that there's such thing as a face. And apparently I have it. But I don't know what that means. I didn't ask for it. Oh, buddy. Yes, now it is time for an eggy. Thank you so much, Susan. Same, says Cambry Evans. No, he's on the zesty side, says Elliot. Thank you. Can't wait to meet you in Cheyenne. Joyce, yes, tomorrow, 2 p.m., Barnes & Noble, Cheyenne. No pearls tonight? No, I have white gold pearls. I didn't want to be too fruity. Thank you, Sarah Vlogs, for that one's a panda. Sarah, can you explain to me what on earth is going on with these different bears? You're the best bestie. Thank you, Ann O'Toole. I love your surname. Can I be your grandma? Well, I've lost one grandma. Thank you, Zudo de King. But you can't be my granny. If any of you guys who own Baking Yesteryear, you will know that I dedicated the book to my grandmother, my father's mother, Granny. All the X is gone. Why did my eye just droop like that? Maybe I should stop using this stuff. Eyelashes ain't worth your iPhone now. Don't worry, I got more eggies. Okay, I'm just gonna rant to you for a second. Thank you, Caliana. I'm just gonna rant to you for a second. I don't like egg cartons that are made of styrofoam. Am I the only one who's bothered by this? Frank, I'm not gonna do a flip. Thank you, Sarah Vlogs. Again, my biggest pet peeve is putting the eggshells back into the shell. Back into the carton. That's a pet peeve of yours? Yeah, it shouldn't be. Look. Yeah, I don't like styrofoam. Some people are agreeing with me. I don't like styrofoam. It like breaks easier. Yeah, these are egg cartons made of styrofoam. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I'm going to stop talking to you if you're going to be mean like this. Anyway, we need one eggie goes in here. You ready for a live eggie? MGI, my good friend. Thank you. Goosey also agrees. So annoying, says Sammy. You ready for a live eggie? Ooh, this is like a... What do you call these types of sweaters? It's like an extended crew neck. Ooh, you can see some collarbone. Not noticed this. Is it so big? Anyway, in goes one eggie. That was a live eggie. Okay, and to satisfy those who don't like the eggshell, we can put back in the carton. We're gonna come over here. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Caliana. Thank you, Sarah Olney, for the Tiny Tiny. Have I ever heard of cowboy biscuits? No, I've heard of cowboy cookies. Actually, in Baking Yesteryear, my cookbook, available now everywhere books are sold and Amazon, has a recipe for cowboy cookies in there. I put the eggshells back in too, says Wicked Queen. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Goosey, for the roses. Honey, I've been watching since Spring Bake 2021. Really? God, you've been here for a while. For those of you who don't know, I did like a live every night for like a week and a half. During what was spring break in 2021. I was still in college. Thank you, Sarah. Are we doing spring BAME? Are we doing what? Wait, when is spring break? It begins on the 9th of March, doesn't it? I've graduated now, so I don't know. Thank you, Skeptic. Thank you, Honeybee. Watching the Philippines, trying to make banana ketchup. That sounds good. Maybe I should. Thank you, Tiffany. Wait, how old is he? I'm 28 now. Do you know I have a Wikipedia page now? And they have my birthday right. How did they do that? Thank you, Hannah. It starts on the 9th for Nate. Hey, Jennifer! Jenna's late even. Speaking of birthday, I literally were just talking about birthdays. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for the Jen gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to wish Nate happy birthday. It's my good friend Nate's 24th birthday today. Truthfully, it is. He's a good friend of mine. If you watched my coconut ice TikTok, that's him at the very end taste testing it. So, happy birthday, Nate! Thank you, Anxious Crystal. Aw, thank you so much for saying that. Shannon. Yes, and for Nate, it starts on the 9th. Thank you, Jennifer. Nate, I hope you're having a fantastic birthday, brother. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Shortcake. And also, happy birthday to any of you guys who are also having a birthday today, like Nate. Thank you, Sarah. Look at how wonderful that is. Look at how creamy. It kind of looks like peanut butter. But boy, don't taste that because they don't taste like no peanut butter. Thank you, Mark, for the confetti. Thank you, Georgina, for the hearts. That's called a... That's the good thing over here. Butter is superior in flavor than margarine and shortening. Nothing wrong with that. Also, vegan butter, that's just margarine. Sometimes margarine has the animal products in it, yes, but it's still margarine. Vegan butter is just margarine without animal. It's margarine! Vegan butter! It's old news, honey. Anyway, margarine and shortening are bad taste-wise compared to butter. But boy, they act a lot better, you know? When you're creaming things and They make a nice texture too. Some sugar cookies are really good with like a shortening in there. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ali. Did I go to Culinary Essentials in high school, or how did I get into baking and cooking? Asks MC2008. Thank you, Mark. I purely got into baking by accident during the pandemic. I was just bored and I liked old things and I collected old books, and among some of those old books was an old cookbook with an absurd recipe. So I said, look, I have to make a recipe on this because the internet likes clickbaity things. And I baked through it and I loved it and you loved it. And the rest was history. Thank you, Matt. Get the rug video. That was my first video. It's true. Beautiful eyes. Thank you. They helped me to see. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Little Fox. Now, we're talking flavor this evening. What is my birthday? Says Faith. The 7th of September in 1995. Thank you so much, Anne. Thank you, Tonya. I audibly gasped when I saw your book. Have I ever made egg yolk cookies? No! Are there cookies with egg yolks in them? I'm not going to bring over the mint, because knowing y'all, you're going to say, add the mint! We've got some almond extract. We've got some coconut extract. And we've got some vanilla extract. So I think what we're going to do is can I do a poll? I don't think I can. Wait, I should be able to do a poll, right? Give me a second. Interact. We're going to do text poll. 1 second. Add a new one. All extracts or just one. We're gonna start this way. All. And then we're gonna do one. There we are. If you're just joining and you see my forehead, I'm really sorry. So you should see this poll. Tell me if you see the poll and then I'll be able to know. Because we're going to give you the choice to do some of these and I'm going to continue to cream. Maybe I'm going to start chopping the nuts, or rather squashing the hazelnuts. So you can see it, right? Can you see the poll? Am I wearing makeup? No. My Nan loves watching you with me. Oh, thank you. No poll? Really? Oh, Noldia says got it. How do some of you have it and some of you don't? That's so weird. In the top left, there isn't a little poll thing there? Oh, it seems that there's 581 votes. So, upper left. If not, I can't help you actually, because you see something that's vastly different to me. We're adding some of the hazelnuts here, by the way. The poll should be done in 8 seconds. The top left with the icon is thank you, Ernst491. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for the confetti. We're almost there. Thank you, Sarah Long. Ooh, that was pretty close. You guys want all extracts in here. Why? Thank you, Bear. Dr. Booples? What is that name? Dr. Booples? Is Dr. Booples a cat? Sorry, someone's name was just Dr. Booples, and I think that's the best thing I've heard all night. Good Lord. Also, you people with the... You just want chaos. You want chaos. Dr. Booples? Boople? What is a boople? I'm not sure, but I'm so curious. Not too much almond. Yeah, I know. Anyway, this is almond. Allie, AHJ, thank you so much for the gold mine. Allie always comes in with gold mine. Almond extract. You ready? Whew, this smells good. And goes just the last bit. Thank you, Synth, for the money gun. That's about 1/3 of a teaspoon. Which is, look, I'm not copping out. You guys know as much as I, or if you haven't, try using almond extract. It's far more potent than all the other ones. Then we have some coconut extract. Thank you, April 9th. Thank you, Trisha. Make it taste like cherries. Well, we need cherries. I do have maraschino cherries. But anyway, in goes some coconut. Boop, boop. And we got some vanilla. Thank you. Almond is the absolute best. Hey, yo, says Mama. Mr. Wigglesworth. One of my favorite YouTubers back in the day. He did Let's Plays on Fallout New Vegas called Al Chest Breach. He had a Deathclaw called Mr. Cuddlesworth, and I loved it. Absolutely love you in your videos. Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. I'm doing well. Long time no see. Speaking of those who were there from the very beginning. Rebecca, hope you're doing well. My Friday night is complete. In goes some of this. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, we're going to have some interesting cookies. Thank you, Cotton Candy. Thank you, Danielle. Let's mix all of these things in. If you're just joining, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Dylan, and here we bake things to varying degrees of success. And right now, chat has decided to make It smells like a Tutti Frutti minus the fruity. Just smells like Tutti. We're making cookies with a whole bunch of nuts in them. You should see all of the various accoutrements. Also, do you know that, okay, in America they say, either say accoutrement, which is the French word, or accoutrements. But did you know that, thank you, AHJ, did you know that there's an adjective form? As in, if you have a lot of accoutrements, you are sufficiently accoutred. With his cufflinks and his tie and his belt, he walked down the hall sufficiently accoutred. Accoutred is a word. Accoutred. Thank you so much, Brody. I've taught you something this evening. That's an interesting adjective. Yes, it is, Allie, my love. Hi, Dylan. I would love to see you tomorrow, but I already... Hi, Dylan. I would love to see you tomorrow, but I already have a cookbook. That's the thing, isn't it? Thank you, DJ Darling. Unfortunately, it is out of my control. Depending on it is the stores want to have you get another cookbook in order to. Sometimes it's needed to control entry, you know, or else you'll just have, you know, seas of people coming in. And it's really difficult to control. So even though it kind of sucks if you've already got a book, perhaps you could give that one away, or, you know, keep one away. That's but I know what you mean. But it's one of those things, like, you know, why do some poops come out all weird? They take a long time to wipe. And it's just unfair. But it's one of those things that we can't do much about every now and then, you know? Thanks so much, Bree Bree. Beanie just says, what? Someone says a bidet. All right, stop it. Thank you, James. Say eggy if you see me. Says blanket chicken. Thank you. All right. What is I going to order, Papa? This is flour. It's in the square box. You can tell it's a square because it's not a circle. Thank you, sweet. Deep thought of the day, says Amy Anderson. Yes, you got it. Hold on. We've got to do too many things at once. So we're going to add in 1.5 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of soda, and a pinch of salt. So, you got flour there. Are you ready for this? We got this. You're going to see what's going on right now. Thank you, James. Rosemary says, I'm so beautiful. Why, thank you. Dylan says, Floyd. What are we making tonight? Nut cookie. Now, thank you so much. Please make almond flour, coconut. Ooh, that is a good combination, actually. Lori. Thank you, Lori. Send some heart puffs. Eclectic mess. Happy birthday. Hold on. Yes, you can use your finger to level if you want. Don't be elitists. Thank you, Lori. Hi, it says Kyson. Good evening. Is it Kyson or Keeson? Both would be actually really good names. Keeson? Kyson? Both cool names. Whoa. Where you been, says Isaac? I remember I went to Mars and I got captured by Martians and I was probed. I love you. I love you more. That's a song by Jim Reeves. Whoa, just 1.5. Did you see that? I was about to put 2 cups in. Tyson? No, Tyson's a brand of chicken. And a boxer who has a proclivity to eat ears. Not my friend Kyson. Thank you, Sonia. Hi, Dylan. Love from California. Tyler, love to you. Maddie Shea. What did Maddie Shea say? Maddie says, because of you, I always aggressively yell Aggies when making breakfast. That makes my heart glow. Thank you, Cookie, for the hanging lamp. Thank you, Teddy, for the teddy in love. Thank you, April Knight, for the hand hearts. Thank you, Sad Man, for the rose. You're going to make me out of breath. Stop it. Oh, I put flour all of all my other measurings. Thank you, Cynthia. I love your book, says Melanie. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, you should. I don't think there's anywhere out. Does anyone out there not know that I have a book? Sarah, thank you. Sarah's like, I don't know. I made such a hoot out of it last year. But I have a cookbook. You can buy it if you want. Have I heard of Poppy Playtime? No, that sounds scary. Sounds like one of those scary games that video tubers, video tubers play. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the happy barras. Whoa. Okay, the happy barras are significantly less creepy than the long bears. Anyway, so this is now, we need a little bit of salt. Where's the salt? So, for any of you who saw my TikTok today, the salt is perfectly fine. It's not been anywhere. Nothing's wrong with it. At all. Perfectly usable. Perfectly usable salt. A piece of the salt shaker didn't just break off into my nuts. Thank you, Sarah. Who are you? Why do I already love you? Do you really? Oh, I think I love you too. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jamie. Emily, I appreciate that, my darling. Remember when you made strawberry fluffies? Yes, I did. Zeke says, how the Cadillac? Zeke, the Cadillac's not doing well. The Cadillac is dieseling, which is when on cars that aren't a diesel, the car keeps running after you turn it off. Somehow combustion is continuing. It's not running too rich. I don't think it's all carboned up. I think my idle speed is just too high because I've been needing to adjust it. We had a big freeze a while ago and it messed up the adjustment. So idle speed is too high, so when you turn it off, it kind of continues to run. Thank you, Dory. For real question, says Jesse Varney. What is it? Patrick says soda. Soda! Oh, thank you. Wow! Do I play video games or do I just cook? I imagine if you just cooked for a living, that would be terrible. If you didn't do anything during your living day but cook, your idler is high. Yeah, I think it is. I think my idle speed is way too high. Where am I from? I'm from Bermuda. That's what that sign is. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Elizabeth. I almost forgot the soda. This is why I love the lives. Because you guys stopped me. What would I do without you? Thank you, Sarah. I watched the TikTok what you made earlier. Your salt dead. Yeah, I know. My salt is dead. Half a teaspoon of soda. Thank you so much for saving me. People say, oh, you already started mixing. It's not that big of a deal. Truthfully. You don't want to end it like at the very end. But it's really not that big of a deal. It's bad practice. It's poor protocol. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Jesse Lee, for the confetti. We're mixing this up. Life goal achieved. Gentles and ladymen. Thank you so much. Truly. Now, all of your cookies that you're going to make in the future are going to turn out well. When you astro project, which is my version of manifesting, something like that, and you consecutively, we reach the goal, it'll come true for you. So if you're not going to be making any cookies, then you kind of wasted your time. But now, any cookie you make is going to be delicious. Look at these. These are beautiful. Hello, we have missed you, says Lay. Why, thank you. My kids absolutely love your videos and your book. Why, thank you. Can I give you a recipe for a Jell-O pie? That sounds very interesting. You can, but it's very difficult for me to get a hold of them. You can try my Instagram DMs, but I get so many. Thank you, Ninja. Looks good, says Goosey. What are you making? Sprinkles. Well, we're making a cookie with a whole bunch, I almost swore, with a whole bunch of nuts in them. So these are our roasted hazelnuts here. And we're going to crush them. You can't rightly chop hazelnuts because they're circular. Get away from you, you know? There's some spherical things between your hands that you fondle. What was I talking about? They're slippery, right? If you try and cut these, they'll just roll off the paper. So this way you crush them up and they don't escape from you. You know what I mean? Thank you, Rach. After Hours with Dylan. I'm so sorry. I do apologize for those of you who stop being uncouth. Oh, I know. I'm just as disappointed as you are. Self-repulsion is the thing. Jesse Lee sent a galaxy. Thank you. So these nuts are getting all kind of chopped up. We might leave some big chunks of hazelnuts in there because look at these. They're really quite itty-bitty. Look at how small these are. Thank you. Dylan, I actually need to see what? You actually need to see what? What are you saying, Trevor? Astral projecting would explain the dream I had about you. Ooh, Trevor. I actually need to see this live tonight. Thank you. Oh, of course. Thank you, Yori. Thank you, cowgirl. Paranormal investigations. You know, I just finished reading a book about Skinwalker Ranch. And I really don't know how to feel about it. I want so badly for there to be paranormal things in this world. I want ghosts to exist and stuff. What about the broken clock? It's broken, but it still tells the time. No, we got more nuts over there. Don't worry. We're just doing this for the hazelnuts because hazelnuts are round and we can't chop them properly or else they'll fall off. You're supposed to say the name. What name am I supposed to say? What name am I not supposed to say? Thank you, Carrie. Ghosts are real. Am I not? It's just twice a day. I don't know what you're saying. You're the best. Maybe not, but yeah. If I'm not supposed... Oh, that's what you mean. I've not watched it on... No, I've not. I read a book. Do I still have a P.O. box? Yes, I do. Look at all of that. It goes under the table. People are like, oh my God, I sent that to you ages ago. If it's perishable, I took care of it. Don't worry. But I still want to keep it for responsive. Thank you, Cowgirl. So many, I know. Thank you, Cowgirl. Thank you, VVVVV. Thank you, Jeff Rochon. Nice to see you again. I don't have the P.O. box. Here's the thing. I don't have my P.O. box address active. It's still open, but I don't have it active and I don't put it anywhere because I've been so inundated that I've not been able to respond to everyone in time who sends things to me. People are like, that's really dumb, Dylan. You're the only person who ever attempts to respond to people. I say, it's hard, and I want to. So I don't want people to send me more things when I'm still waiting to respond to the people who have already sent me things. You know what I mean? Okay, have you ever been like in university, thank you, Angela, thank you, Mama, or you ever been working and you don't touch your email inbox for a while and it gets full? And you start getting anxious about opening it again because you don't want to open it and you're like, because you know you're going to have unread things there and you're like, I just can't. I don't want to open it because it's been too long. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. April Frank's doing well. Thank you, Angela, for the rose. Thank you, Kiara Miller, for the heart me. Please adopt me, says indecisively. I like your name. Dude, your recipe for peanut butter bread is great. Oh, thank you. Big fan. Max Miller and I should... I love Max. We talk quite often. By quite, I mean like maybe twice a year. Just finished cooking all day. Okay, there we go. We got some chopped up nuts, hazelnuts. Now we can actually chop up our nuts.